Good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike with smartoptiontrading.com. It is Friday, the 27th of February. This is our weekly recap and our monthly recap as we say goodbye to February here after today. If you want to join me, link in the description below for smartoptiontrading.com. We'd love to have you. So let's talk about what's going on here on this market and process being really slow and what we're seeing here. And if we talk about the SPY this week, it's been all over the place. If you look here, and Monday it looked like we were going to break down, right? After Friday, last Friday's big candle off tariffs, we went below the low. We closed on the 100-day here on the SPY. Tuesday, we took most of it back, gapped up on Wednesday, put a new high, and looked, yep, okay, we're good to go. We're going to rally right back up. And then yesterday, we get this big down candle. Today, you have a big gap down all the way down. We came down to the 100-day before we bounced. This market is This market is stuck. It does not want to get out of this rut. It is happy to stay here. Now, what's been bothering it? Well, maybe it was the tariffs. Then, of course, we had NVIDIA earnings. What else we have? You had PPI that was hot this morning, but really, it's what's bothering it here is Iran, and it's just the unknown. Uh, you know, the market seems to think we're going to attack Iran this week, and I would not say that is not likely. It feels likely. Trump is not helping with his way he's speaking. Instead of just staying quiet like he was most of the morning, he had to come out and do speak for an hour and just contradict himself and constant, I want to make a deal, but the attack's going to be horrible. We're ready to go in. This constant back and forth. Maybe we'll get Cuba, and it's stuff like this. The market's just sitting here, and it's just trying to just move past it. So it's just trying to look for and figure out what's going to happen so it knows what to do. Really, that's kind of my read. The Qs here, a little bit weaker. The IWM today tried to lead, couldn't. The Dow, but holding in. The same thing with the Dow. Crude. Sold the last of my micro crude contracts today. A nice pop there at the highs. Crude saying it thinks something's coming. Energy here, highs of the day as well. Exxon Mobil pushing up just shy of the all-time high. Chevron getting close again as well. Oxy, Devon, right? These names moving nicely here late this afternoon. The banks, oh, banks are ugly here. Goldman Sachs is getting absolutely trounced here for today. JP Morgan down, but not as bad. Bank of America, Citigroup, right? We'll do some charts on Sunday. You can see there's some bad action here. XBI is holding in. Lilly having a nice day. Merck, BMY all holding in fairly well. BMY new range highs. The VIX here, it's up but not doing much, right? So the VIX has been elevated. It's been elevated now for the last month plus, and here we are today sitting in here, and we're sitting here just above 20, not breaking down, but still inside the Bollinger Bands. Bonds, you know, popping here, flight to safety, gold, as well, silver as well, seeing some stuff. So we got a constant back and forth here on some of these things. Pepsi and Coke, you're seeing some flight to safety in some of these safety names. The SMEs, the SMHs, was we know and love, got absolutely thwacked yesterday and down again today. Micron is still holding okay, SNDK as well. But when you look around, NVIDIA, they absolutely destroyed this off this report. I couldn't tell you what this market wants here. Honest answer. I love that report. The guidance was huge. The margins were great and guided up higher into mid 70s on margins, but they dumped it. And there's that 200-day looming down there. AMD, that deal with Meta, they've dumped that. Right? You get the idea. Intel coming back down, but holding better. Kind of just a weird little market. That brings us over to crypto. Bitcoin tried to pop this week. Got up above the 8-day for the first time in over a month and tried to break 70K, got rejected and back under the 8-day. Coin, for what it's worth, is holding the 8-day. Could roll back over and just under it here. You look at software names, Salesforce, they bought that report back up a little bit yesterday. It was okay. Snow holding in there, it came back in. Oracle continues to not be able to find any love. Palantir, despite 2 upgrades today, couldn't move it holding the 8-day. Microsoft had a nice couple day move, and today just ugly, lost the 8-day, got back down. Amazon, $50 billion going into OpenAI. That gap remains on watch at 212.85. Tesla continues to get rejected at the 21-day. Meta looked so good yesterday, gap down today, and just, can't hold it, and it's just coming back in. Google held in well today. Of all names, Google's still green, hit the 8-day though and rejected. Apple has their event on Tuesday. Ugly, ugly candle there today. And we have to talk about Netflix here. What a 4-day move in Netflix. If you're not paying attention here, Netflix is not going to revise their offer. That means Warner Brothers has officially terminated their contract and already sent a transfer of $2.8 billion to Netflix, who now is going to restart their buybacks and move on. And that means that Warner Brothers and CNN and those companies will all go over to Paramount. So maybe Netflix will be back and pay hard to chase this 4-day move. So with that said, we'll do some charts on Sunday. I hope everybody has a great weekend. We'll keep an eye on international news and see what happens over there, and I'll catch you guys live in the room on Monday morning.